Welcome to Art and Nature Diaries. My name is Lisa and this beauty is an ash tree. Letting go into the landscape here at Langorse Lake is so easy. I love coming here. I'm recharging my batteries, doing some sketching and camping. It's a wonderful way to deepen a connection to a place. I am so relieved that it has stopped raining. The sun is shining and I am up very early. The sun has risen above the Black Mountains and the light has turned them into gold. Looking over to the west, you can actually see the eastern end of the Brecons Range, and under the clouds are the higher hills, the mountains. Diasker is a magical hill. She is for me anyway. She lies between Brecon and the Black Mountains, and to her side is this ancient freshwater lake. And at the water's edge you find the wet lands. Here are the reeds that are whispering away, telling the secrets of the land. And then you have the meadows, dry stone walls, and it's so beautiful how they seem to still be standing. Ancient oak trees. I love walking around here and discovering them. They have so much presence and awareness and belonging to this place. They make it, and they can tell you many a myth and story. Where the sheep are no longer grazing, there are these wild flower meadows growing. And with that comes the insects and a habitat for them. And of course there are the hedgerows, which are ideal for foraging because they're left to grow naturally. As you can see, I'm in a beautiful, stunning place, and I've found that I've been staying down by the meadows that are surrounding the lake at the moment. I think in my last video I was looking at a spot to work from and to kind of really get to know a place. That's often a useful tip to have, that you find a spot to work in, and that was in a field. And this really, for me, this place is really the whole area, the nature, the moods, the wind. I find it very energizing. And yes, so I found myself drawn to this place, partly because there's a stone here on the ground. This piece of rock here, this deposit, has given me a bit of solidity to actually stand on. I've been placing myself as a sort of sit spot or standing spot. As you can see, I've been working here. And one of the views I've been looking at has been this one here. Well, I was just thinking, oh no, the noise in the background. I was just wondering, you know, what to share with you in terms of my artistic process while I'm here. And I guess that what's moving me is a sense of the lyrical, and that's something that I discovered when I went on an art course down in St Ives, and it was about the lyrical in the landscape. And we were looking at paintings by Winifred Nicholson. She has been known for quite bright colours, using the prismatic colours in her paintings, but also for the lyrical. And what does that mean? I'm looking at the way that things are interconnected. So there's a sense of movement in the clouds, but that comes in connection with the tree line, the shadows, the play of light and darks, and the movement of the land, the way that, you know, you can sometimes see the way that hills are kind of strata is making the hill kind of move in a certain direction, and the way that the hedgerows are planted, you can see the way that line of the hedgerow moves across space into meeting another hedgerow, and then that starts to dance with another line. And it's a bit of a slow process, so it's not something that comes instantly. I think I find I need to often slow down, and by slowing down, then I can start to see things. So it's being playful. It's a way of seeing, and like here, this line, and then this whole area goes up into this green area here. Bit of a dark cloud coming. Oh well, adds to the watercolour. And the wind as well. So I've been using these soluble ink blocks and watercolour paint, and I think on this one a little bit of wax crayon for the sky, and that gives me a sense of moodiness, as well as the graphite pencil that I've shown before in previous videos, a very soft one that's also soluble. It's always good to know where your boundaries are when you're walking out in the open spaces. The other thing I also noticed today is that I'm surrounded by these beautiful flowers and the meadow, and I adore being where I am. Just trying to get onto an animal track. Looking at the lyrical and the movement, and I'm going to show you what I've done that I actually like, a sketch that I actually like, because we tend to be quite judgmental with what we do, and this one I'm happy to show because I've done a few heavy ones and then I've done this quite light one, and it's getting a feeling of what I'm after really. This picture is the hedgerow fields, the sort of the angles, changing, trying to keep the movement. Yes, just very quick sketches. A little one by the water, and that's the one I showed earlier, and this is the one looking at line very fluidly. I realised that looking at my sketches just then that they're very horizontal. Everything here is a little bit stripy in the horizontal, like the way the grass is and the reeds and then the trees, the tree lines and the hill lines. So it's all very horizontal. So I'm just going to see if I can find another place to sketch before the sun sets. I've loved making this video, being creative and trying to capture something of the being of the place. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to support me in creating others like it, you can always buy me a coffee. Down below will be the link. Thank you for watching. It's really the whole area around the lake, the mountains. Oh, lost my balance, sorry.